Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Happy Home Mega Designs. It is Sunday morning where I am, so I am feeling about as good as most people do on a Sunday morning, which is sleepy. So I'll just warm up slowly and gently. I always like to start off with a disco though, because it's always disco time. Let me know if my levels are all okay. Everyone can hear me. Can hear everything all going. How's the future? It's a freaking beautiful day here. Oh, I'm a little tired. I may have trouble like not cussing and coming up with different words. That's alright. We're just going to hold on to that consonant for as long as I can to figure out my actual word. It's glorious. It's so sunny. What are we in November? Spring down here? And where I am, the sun is so bright. Good evening, Tyler. Oh, that cheers me up immensely. All right, I'm trying to wake up here. Maybe if I do what Shino does, scream really loudly and run around in circles. Ah! I wish I could do a reaction and run at the same time. What you saying there, Seaboy? My half-sister keeps jagging me and calling me slurs. No, slurs aren't allowed here. Tell her slurs are not allowed. Stabbing is slightly violent. Da, 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 da. Maybe if I dance, the mouth will wake up in a second. I haven't been on this island for ages. I've been working on the other island, of course, so this one's covered in weeds. I did promise that I was going to show you guys through one of my other houses before I head across to work. So you're going to go past hundreds of weeds. Oh my goodness, how slow do I walk and run on this Switch 1? I've been spoilt by Switch 2. Laggy jumpies. And which one shall I show you? My RST cafe or my fish and chip shop? I think I'm going to go through the fish and chip shop. Henry, can I just see what he wants? Oh, I'm so sorry, Henry. He's like, why hasn't she come in for a coffee every morning? She comes in for coffee every morning. I've been ghosting my guys. Running. Okay, the fish and chip shop. I've got a little outdoor eating area. It's not very fleshed out here, but inside's where I shine. Oh no, I forgot to put transparent tiles on those flowers. Excuse my voice a bit today. I think I overdid it last stream and I'm still croaky. I'm a Shetland pony. I'm a little horse. Oh goodness, cockroaches. Am I allowed to get these? This isn't her house. This is someone else's. Yes, I can get them. It's been a while. So fish and chip shop main room, right? I had to go for the vibes of when I was little. Fish and chip shops are very important over here in Australia. Health-wise, of course, I can't eat them as often anymore these days, but I can pretend. So I've got my little dudes. They're mounting the store. What can I see? What have I got there? Some range hoods. Oh yeah. So this is what you can do with the glow stickers on the windows. I've got the obligatory pinball machine, etc. What else have I got? Little TVs so people can watch while they wait. And over here, an outdoor eating area. Here we go. Oops, sorry, I've got to turn down my notifications there. I think they're coming through. Blips. Let me turn that down. I hope that works. No! No, are you bleeding? What's she stabbing you with? Please tell me it's not like a butcher's knife or something like that. Oh my, oh my. Okay, yeah, so I made a little alfresco eating area in here. A needle! A needle! See, my sister, stop that! Seriously, stop that! You'll make him bleed. Okay, so here's my... look at the birds! The seagulls! Mine are totally getting abused there. This isn't cool. So I kind of figured that, like, you know, if people want to date night, they can bring them here for their date night. So on my island, Shino is in love with one of my other characters, Kevin. So this is where they come on their date. Oh, my poor voice. Oh, I have to sit in a weird chair, so I'm not sitting up very straight, so it makes it a little tricky to talk, and I think my voice is reflecting that. Okay, over here we have the fish shop on the pier. Here he is, more seagulls, and of course all the trophies from CJ, etc, etc, etc. So this is where he hangs out and sells his fish. Do 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 da 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 da. And no fish and chip shop will be complete without a seedy outback room where the pirates live. It's a little squished. I wish I could make these rooms bigger. Where are you, Riley? We're here to, like, tell Nintendo they must hire us, and we'll tell them all the updates they need to make. Da, 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 da. So obviously this is where I get all my Gulliver stuff. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Going for the vibe. He's on his ship, and I tried to keep everything electrical out of here because, you know, you're on a ship and it's a couple 100 years ago. So yeah, this is why I love Treasure. Like, though I didn't do this island with Treasure Islands at all. I painstakingly gathered everything, but that's not always possible. But yeah, this game, that's why I love Treasure Islands, because this game, when you have stuff, you can do stuff. She pulled out timed attacks like an Elden Ring boss. So do we like gur her for needling you? Pun intended. Or do we, like, what's the word, admire her for her epic style? Or do we do both? More cockroaches! I really haven't been to this island for so long. Okay, so up here, the guy who runs the shop, this is Bodhi's house. I gave him a little studio apartment, so he lives up here. Call the police! Call the police. It's a Ren and Stimpy reference. I'm not sure if anyone's watched Ren and Stimpy. So this is his little studio apartment. So he lives here and hangs out after a big day fishing. What other rooms do I have in this house? Downstairs is just where I put all my mermaid and seashell stuff. It's not my favorite room. It's just here I dump this stuff. Oh yeah, it gets it. Yeah, every character on my island has their own studio apartment upstairs or downstairs, as it may be. Oh, that's all the cockroaches gone. Okay. Yay, I'm glad you feel better. So yeah, I just made a little underwater room with all the mermaid gear. I find it's very difficult to make a room look good with this stuff. It's so visually overwhelming. There's a lot going on. But if you turn the lights off, how cool do the walls look? And of course I had to make them all rainbow pearls. I'll just take a moment to breathe and try and look after this poor voice, so I can keep talking. Now if my voice isn't working, my brain, it's between my brain and my voice. It's going to be an interesting stream today. Okay, so that is the fish and chip shop. Are you playing Hollow Knight? You're playing the Hollow Knight. Maybe I should show you through art. You know what? Hello ADHD. I'm very enthusiastic. Or is it the autism? I don't know. One on both. I have to show you through my cherry. Look at my weeds. My eyelids never look so bad. Oh no. I have to show you through my Irish tea house as well. Cherry. She came over for a disco dance. Oh, I forget birthdays all the time. That's what belated birthdays are invented for, right? Oh, Cherry, you're okay. I wish she had a hug reaction. I want to give her a hug. Let's just dance. There you go. Alright, I got distracted. Oh, my poor weeds. Oh, God, I might need to get Leaf out for this. It's my little park. Lots of parks on this island. The library. Oh, my God, check out that lag. This is terrible. Okay, here's my little Chinatown. And if anyone's a fan of Avatar the Airbender and loves Uncle Iroh as much as I, this is a tribute to his tea house in Ba Sing Se. So I've got the yellow and gold of Ba Sing Se. I wish the villagers could just come in and you walk in and they're just having tea. I put as many gyroids as I can to make it feel a little less lonely. So this is my Uncle Iroh's tea house. So around the tables across the left, like it's done in the cartoon, I added an extra, what do you call them, partition walls, so that I had a little extra length to put there. Though of course I've had to make the room a little smaller, but on a positive that works well because these are the toilets and you don't want a chair right outside the toilet. You love Avatar? Oh, rewatch it. I've watched it I think 7 or 8 times now, and obviously I was a grown-up when I first watched it. It's way better as a grown-up. That shiitake mushroom is hilarious. So we got some public toilets. Not much going on in these. It's a toilet. We can poop in them. I don't have any poops to do. Public poopers. I can't. Public poopers indeed. I can't remember what I've done here. This is a tea shop, of course. So we can sell our tea and coffee. I'm trying to remember what's in the back room. Got my little raccoons mounting the store. Not too exciting. Cannot remember what's at the back. Oh, the kitchen, of course, because the person who runs this house, her name is Millie. She makes the food for the next door's theatre cafe. And there's a buffet salad room in the theatre next door, so she makes the food for it. So this is her kitchen that she makes her food in there. Doody-doody-doo. What you can do when you've actually got a lot of stuff to put in a room. I love the bag of veggies. That's one of my favourites. Bags of veggies. Yeah, so she makes the food for the cafe theatre next door. Well, since boba tea has become incredibly popular here. Yeah, I haven't had it myself. I tried to stay away from the Shugs. Me and Shugs are not friends. Oh, I forgot to take you through Millie's studio apartment. But yeah, it's become huge over here. We have boba tea cafes all over the place now. We're usually at least 20 years behind the rest of the world, but I don't know, with the advent of social media, we seem to be catching up a lot more quickly now. People are demanding the things. We see the things, we want the things. We live a long way away, but we still want the things. Is there a cockroach in here? I've had Millie out recently, so same, right? Yeah, I get super depressed from sugar, super depressed, and of course it's one of the fastest ways to a high cholesterol limit, and I just lose energy so hard, so I try to stay away from it as much as I can. Yeah, this is Millie's studio apartment. Her favourite colours are red and yellow. Look what you can do with the glow stickers. You can change them to be cool red flowers and all sorts. She plays guitar and keeps fish. There's a toilet there somewhere. It's hard to cram a whole apartment into one room, but I try. Well, she got a better fish and a neon, I think. That's her place. I could spend the whole stream showing you through the rest of the houses. There are 8 of them on this island. But I won't do that. I'll, back on track. Come on, ADHD. To the task at hand. I forgot what that was now. I'm going to work. I'm going to work and we're going to find somebody and we're going to make them the most amazing space. Weeds! So many weeds. No, let's have a look at my train while we're at it. Train. Hey Jay. Jay's wicked. He's a great villager. Okay, off to work we go. Give me a chance to have a little drink. See if I can get the voice working a little bit better than it is. I do apologise. I may have to take a few voice breaks today. This is normal, right? I'm sure I'm not the first streamer. I've seen some hoarse voice streamers out there. I know I'm not the only one out there. Tully, your voice is always beautiful on stream. How do you do it? It's like smooth caramel. I want to go to work. I don't really. It's freaking Sunday. I used to have to work Sundays. I used to work hospitality. Weekends and holidays, not for us. Da, 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 da. You've worked hospitality too, Typer? I mean, Tyler. Sorry, I'm going to do this all day, aren't I? I thought I heard you say yes. Yes, New Year's Eve. 2 a.m. I'm ready to join the party and everyone's way ahead of me. You can't catch up at that point. Working Christmas Day, Boxing Day, holidays, what is that? Yeah, it's hardcore. I was, thank you Tyler, I was very bubbly. I believed in atmospheric creation and that comes from the bar staff. If you walk into a bar and they're grumpy as shiitake mushrooms, they're not serving you, you're not going to stay around, are you? And as someone who wants to enjoy her work, I'm not going to want to stay around if I'm a grumpy ass shiitake mushroom behind the bar. So yeah, you leave it all behind, out the door, and have fun behind the bar. Who's here? Okay. So funny with the advent of social media, etc. I noticed that I have a mix of accents now. I can hear myself say here. It's like in Australia we don't say we say Fun, you beat the hornet. I have no idea what you're talking about, but good job, good job. Oh, I missed your message up there. Holy fuck, I beat hornet. It's all caps and I missed it. Brilliant. What game is this? Okay, so that's a monkey. Hamlet. Super villainess, and he's a jock. He's got Boomer. Boomer, I think he asks for a pretty cool house actually. He's a puppy dog. Alright, let me just go get my handy dandy work uniform. The customized options are insane. The only problem with it is you'll go back to your island and wish that you could do that there. It is so laborious. I have to get items, custom them one at a time. Here it's fantastic. Avalon, hello! Welcome in. Hello, hello. Good to see you here. I'm running on my voice being a Shetland pony, aka a little horse today, so bear with it. And I am going to choose a villager and make them an amazing home. As have to get dressed. Yeah. I play a game and I set myself to work. How you doing, Lottie? How you doing, Waddell? If you hear something weird on the mic, I accidentally let in a massive blowfly. It's really annoying and it's buzzing around my mic. Yeah, usually I see you screaming and crying in a horror game. Now you get to see me chilling. Hollow Knight, that's what you're playing, totally a minor. Screaming and shiitake mushrooming while playing a horror game. Oh, you working on your Animal Crossing? Oh, good. Okay, let's choose somebody who is going to get the benefit of my fabulousness today. Feng Shui. Campy Camp. Glamping Camp. Must be a smug villager. Suck it, no. Mind you, having said that, while I'm not particularly the best fan of sports, Ted Lasso, best show in the world. That thing is medicine. It even made me like soccer for the small periods of times that I was watching the show. So what are you wanting? Cool cars? No, not you. Cafe, a retro cafe. See, I could be in the mood for this. Oh, I paused my chat. Where are we up to? Are you developing on Unity? Oh, that's impressive. Plants Retro Cafe. Plants Retro Cafe. Oh god, I need more caffeine. I may have to call in the housemate if he can help. I must be a bit of a self-masochist. Is that how you say that word? I'm streaming on a Sunday morning. I'm taking myself to work. Have a seat and make yourself comfy-fied. Thank you. I'm here to peruse your villages. Eatery. Oh, that's like a work safety thing. Nah, boring. This isn't my best cafe, by the way. This is like one of the first ones I ever did, so it's a bit boring. Wolfgang, have I done you before? Yep. I yearn to work on Sundays again. Video games. Feng Shui Cafe, yeah. Oh, video games is also really cool. But I think his colours are grey and green, so it might be a little boring. Yeah, I reckon the retro cafe is going to be really, really wicked. I'll just see who's in the restaurant and then I'll probably run back and do the cafe. If I remember, his colours are really, his favourite colours are really complementary to his. Oh, brain, give me the word. What do you want? I'm not getting the word. I have to use 3 instead. No, restaurant's boring. Mountains. Duck! I haven't met this duck before. Who is she? A boutique? Nah. That's a little pirate. No, wheat. Someone else. Wheat. Poor Roscoe. I've got him manning the till. I was born in the 90s. Yeah, let's say I was born in the 90s. Now this guy's name's Boomer, so I'm figuring retro for him is going to be 20s. Well, the Boomers are screaming up saying 20s. When were Boomers born? Around the 90s, 40s or something? I want a vacation house so I can vacation in it. Let me look him up. Oh, where's my handy dandy? Yeah, Boomer wants retro, exactly. Oh, that made me laugh the first time I saw his name. Alright, Booms. I'm just going to look him up on the handy dandy Wikipedia. Set myself up a bit more, see if that can get the voice. Oh, see if I can engage the diaphragm. Boomer, boomer, boom, 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 boomer. He is a lazy. I thought he was lazy with this dialogue. He's a lazy penguin. Oh, that's adorable. I approve of Boomer too, Avalon. Oh my lord. He's lazy. So brown and beige. A lazy villager with a hobby of fitness. I have been adding the honey into my tea towel. I've been adding all the honey. So much honey. I probably just need to not talk for a week, but does anyone know me? Is this possible? It is not. Okay, so brown and beige is going to be awesome for retro. With retro, I kind of think 70s, 60s, and brown and beige, that works. His hobby's fitness, so he's going to like punching bags and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make him happy. Because I'm not going to put a punching bag in there. Yeah, let's go, Boomer. Let's find your spot. Boomer for president. No, he's a boomer. No. We've got to keep political stuff out of Twitch, don't we? No more boomers for president. Put in a good Gen Xer. Or a millennial. Hi, Avery. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Are you popping in for... Surprised Twitch hasn't come. Do you get a bit political too, Avalon? In my head, I do. I've been really good at not saying anything on stream, mostly. A little few implications here and there. Good to see you, Avery. You've popped in over from, you're switching between me and Atlas's stream there. I'm doing the lurk on Atlas. We stream at the same time. Unholy Atlas is a fantastic streamer. I recommend. I've got to learn how to do all shout outs and all that sort of stuff. Suggested streams. By radical, I mean I'm just a normal good person. Silence you if they dare. I love you. Everyone here is are fantastic streamers. I cannot wait today. Let me try that again. I would love to hear you get radical. I was trying to say that without it sounding like a riz. Avery, you're playing games with friends, so you came to say hi. Thank you for saying hello. I'm trying to pick a plot for. I've done a few houses here, as you can see. I'm trying to pick a plot for Boomer. He wants a cafe. A retro cafe. Where's that one that is a little bit of a mountain? I should know this by now. Where are you? Totally minor. There's a super unknown stream called PewDiePie. PewDiePie. I love the Poods. My dog Felix is named after the Poods. Now I've made this. I know this place so well, and my brain's not giving to me. Sunday morning brain be like. Where is it? It's a little place on the edge of a beach, and I can't find it. But it's here somewhere. Maybe it's up here and that's why I can't find it. No. There it is. Classic Coffee Cafe. You just throw Boomer in the desert. Okay, this is Happy Home Paradise Mega Design. So that means that I am punishing myself again. With a 2-level 10 by 10 grid home. A double-decker sandwich, harder to chew. It is rather. And Much harder to lift, Tyler, because you're lifting houses now for work, right? Can you build a tower in this game? No, you cannot. Just a 2-story home. I believe Satisfactory is the go for a tower. But from what I hear, it's really hard. Oh, I definitely need some more cafe. You found a bench. Really gonna be my home? Is my little lazy boomer? I've never had a lazy villager who hasn't been really young. Can I? Oh, there they are. Oh, my Switch 1 controller has taken a beating and I have to hit it a few times before I can get it to do anything. Okay, so brown and beige. I'll just quickly do his house because what that does for me is remind me what his favourite colours are. So I'll give him a beige siding of some kind. Cafe. Chalet? Brown roof. I can change it later, but this way at least as I said, I'll remember he likes brown. Ooh. Retro cafe. I thought there were brown tiles. I'll have to go to the shingles. Here we go, starting to look a little old school. Chalet style. Which game might be a purchase you have to make? Avalon. Do you mean the one we're playing now? The DLC? Oh, you must. It's so... Cozy is very right. Hopefully, I'll design your gravestone, but please don't die. Yes. It is my favorite game, obviously. It's so creative. It's like an art medium. Once you get, I'm back on my Switch 1 for this one because this character has access to all the items. Whereas the other one, you do have to build it up. The other one, I've barely got anything, so it's boring. Boring as bat poo. Okay, so you get, for people who haven't been here before, you get 3 items and you have to try and build a concept around there that they ask you to. You don't have to, but they get a bit upset if you don't. Tyler's saying yes, just purchase the DLC, don't regret it. And the unlocks it gives you on your island. Wait till you've done 30 houses and you can start to redesign your villagers' homes. Fantastic. Switch 2 edition is out on the 15th. It's exactly the same as Switch 1 with the added on extras. So you don't have to wait. Get it now. They'll just update and they'll throw a hotel on the pier. They'll up your storage, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so mega room. I've got the 2 stories. So what I'll do for him is I'll make a cafe down here and I'll give him a studio apartment upstairs because you can't be on a deserted island and not have a freaking toilet. Is there any way to get more items for decorating homes in the DLC besides collecting them? The more characters you do, the more items you'll get access to. So if I go to, this one, in his order, all of these items are the one that sort of belong to his character here. So I'll be able to now access all of these for every single villager house that I do from this point on in this DLC. So you can grow your collection that way, but also the more you craft on your home island, by the time you've done your 14th house, they will let you have access to use everything you've crafted. So once I knew that, I got obsessed with collecting all the DIYs and crafting everything I could. And by the 30th house, you get access to everything in your Nook catalogue. Now, mostly you'll have access to a fair bit by them, but the things that I find really hard on this DLC are floors and walls. You want to have access to as many as you can. So buy your floors, buy your walls, and then, yeah, once you get to the 30th house, everyone says this game is beaten by the 30th house. No, this is where it begins. 30th house is where it begins. You can start doing what you want, and they give you a gallery above the cafe, a hospital ward, etc. Like, there's so much more. You start earning mega bucks. So anyone who says you beat the DLC at 30 houses is wrong, 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 wrong. I'm not even going to be politic on that. They're just wrong. Alright, cafe, let's get into it. Come with a third Hollow Knight game string theory. I haven't heard of the Hollow Knight game, so I'm kind of like going, yeah, that's really awesome. I have no idea. I'm like nodding and smiling because I don't know the game. I'm so sorry. You'll have to put it up in the Discord to show me what it is. Alright, brainy brain. Now, I love this wall for the kind of retro look, but it is also really, really dark. Yeah, I have access. This is every single wallpaper that exists. And I still have trouble finding walls half the time because the designs can be a bit interesting. But the more you have, the more fun this game is, because you're gonna, you can create better things and you're not gonna sit there for 3 hours going, I can't find something that color matches. I'm just gonna throw some around. Now see, that's too dark. So what I usually do if it's too dark is I'll throw, where would I put it here though? I might not use that wall. But a way of making a dark wall light is to add an accent wall that throws, come on brainwork, windows, or like these guys. I'm pausing because I need to colour match. The forest wall is dark, that will not throw light, but one of these will. The bright sunshine walls will throw light. So if I put a desert vista, I was going to say instantly brightens the room. Sort of. Whoa. Isn't that cool? I just had to put that up to show you. That comes along occasionally, once a year in, what do you call it? The Nook shop, but the special items section, you know, when you just get those like holiday items. Isn't it amazing? I do have a couple of them, Tyler, so yeah, put it up in the trade and share in the Discord and I'll remember to throw it your way. It's so beautiful. That's the one I usually put in my little den that I have in my house that you saw last time. Okay, I'm not going to use it this time. Look at this one. I'm getting so distracted today. Yes, I agree. That is so epic. Should we have a thunderstorm cafe? I'm just going to take a quiet moment while I thinky. I'm also desperate for a pee and a tea. So I'll have to take a moment to fix all that and sort that out in just a minute. This could also be a really cool wall for the retro cafe. Yeah, I'm liking that more than the brick. Am I? I don't know. Do I need to pee before my brain will tell me what I want? Probably. This is my other favourite wall. Cityscape is my favourite too, along with this one. How gorgeous is that? This is epically beautiful. And I'm going to go back to... I have to change that. I'm not going to use Cityscape for this. It's a little modern for the retro style. But I may... Where'd that other wall go? It's one of Sahara's, so it's got to be here somewhere. Where are you? 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 Freak, where'd it go? Slow it down so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm waiting for it to show up so I can go, there you are. you. Thank you, Seaboy. I will check that out after stream. Where the frig is that antique brick wall? Is it not within there? Ah! There you are. Then I'll go. Sorry if I'm flashbanging everybody there. I think that gives me retro cafe vibes. Especially if his favourite colours are brown and beige. So by retro I'm thinking going by this stuff like really early 1920s kind of pre-electricity, though we are going to have a fridge and a cappuccino machine because this is just a theme, right, Boomer? We're not going to be that archaic. That's a hot mug of coffee there, so you need electricity. Guys, I'm just going to take a little wee. I'll be right back. Obligatory stretch break. Do I have yoga on this one? This one's going to take a dance break. Boomer expects perfection. He shall have it. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. StretchMate informs me that there was no real needling. It was in the game. I'm missing so much chat today. Where's it? I'm scrolling back to see it. So we are IRL safe from stabbing. This is good. This makes me happy. No one should be stabbed in real life. Okay, let me get in, sit down. I know I should have sort of turned the mic on after I sat down. Differently abled, so it takes me a bit. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. Find the right controller. Aha. Cooking with gas. Okay. Turn it off. Thought I did that. Yeah, Boomer, me too. Let's do this. Okay, so let's get the obvious things from his order. Somewhere in here there's going to be a cappuccino machine. I could be wrong. That's alright, I have one. Phonograph, yes. Antique radio, yes. Hey, he's liking these even though he's a fitness hobby. Okay, cool. He's a happy boy. I'm going to have conflicting music though, so I've got to come in and turn that radio off. I was going to use that for aesthetics. And for the sake of our ears, we're going to shuffle the music and it can entertain us for the stream. KK Casper, huh? Okay, so I'm just going to go through here and throw in what I think should be here. Vintage store. Vintage table, yes. No. Retro stereo instead of the phonograph? Yes. Dun and Bradstreet. D&B, better. Not sure where I want anything yet. Da-na-na-na. Oh, that's better. That's better vibes. Now I'm feeling more awake. Though I think I need it brown. Oh, I'll choose this colour later. Da-na-na-na. Oh, my puppy joineth us. Joineth us. Hello, my Felix. So what you doing? He's chasing all the flies I accidentally let in this morning. That's what he's doing. He's too small to get in though. It's hilarious. Da-na-na-na. Burning stove for cozy vibes. I'm gonna place it, but there's a chance I won't use it, but just in case. I'm not gonna do a spinning wheel. I'll let the ancient sewing machine be there, but me and sewing are not friends, so 1. Antique clock. Yes. Coffee grinder. Okay. Just gonna place these over here to get them out of my way while I plan. It's snowing like crazy where you are? Yeah, like... This world is so mad. I've got the most sunny, bright day here. Okay, so cafe, I'm gonna need counters, I'm gonna need tables, maybe some couches for like cozy booth vibes. Right, this plant's cozy. And even in my country alone, I have to slow myself down, I get excited. We have tropical, we have snow, we have dry weather, we have cold, rainy, what would you call it? Really green, like Englandy type weather. In one freaking country. Just go for a few hours drive and you're in a different climate altogether. Sorry, I just took a drink. I saw snow in real life when I was, where was I? 25 for the first time, and I was so excited because it sparkled rainbow, and no one ever told me that. It's so frickety beautiful. I did say that my cast alternatives are going to be interesting today because I'm not braining. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I even tried snowboarding. That was hilarious. I think I do better now than well, if I wasn't differently able, I'd do better now than I did back then. This whole concept of crouching down low, I didn't really have it back then, so let's just say it was funny, and I made snow turtles the rest of the time. Okay. So, I was thinking of cozy couch table vibes here. So I need to find some cozy couches. The obvious choice for this retro look will be the vintage chair. And I may yet use that, but I'm also thinking, you know, Chesterfield sort of vibes. That's as close as we get to a Chesterfield in this game. They don't have that one there. We don't have their classic. Yeah, I've got another bestie in Canada, and they send me pictures of snow. It's mad. It's amazing. So I think it gets a little too long in winter up where she is. The nights are so long, it can get really depressing. I would be so depressed. I'm guessing this first time chat person is a bot. That doesn't look like the kind of question you'd really want to say. Route or route. Do you know what? I'm going to answer this question anyway. I used to say route, I think. Go that route. Route to. Yeah, route. We say route. We say route for a lot of things in Australia. I don't know if the same vernacular is... Oh, look at me, having a big word and then losing the rest of the sentence. I don't know if we have the same slang for route in the US, but it basically means to rut. Go get a route. That's PG, right? I'm getting a couch. Got distracted again. So this is the obvious choice for like retro kind of vibes. They call that brown. I call that maroon. But being that it's considered brown in the game, he'll be happy with that. Fitness person, he's not going to go woo-woo on too much furniture wise. Usually, one of the ways I figure this game out is I'll just keep placing furniture until they go, yeah, I like that. And then I'll be like, oh, you got, well, see, simple. So he's into No, he's not. That's considered brown and beige. So he'll like anything that is brown and beige. If I change the color of that, I'll find out if he actually likes simple furniture. So it can also guide me as to what to use, what makes him happy. Yeah, see, he just liked the brown and beige. So I think as a fitness hobby person, he's not going to give a shiitake mushroom what couch I use, so I reckon I'll use this one. Oh, you're not a bot! Oh, I do apologise! Hello, Alex! You just come in with a really funny question. Okay, no, I love your work. This is cool. I get so many bots in here. Oh! So you pronounce it the same way as route or route. You're from Chicago and you commonly hear it pronounced the same way as route. I hear it on TV. I hear it on TV. And Australians will use it interchangeably as well, and then probably argue about it over a beer. Excuse me, taking another drink. See if I can get the voice working. Anyway, welcome in, Alex. Lovely to meet you. I do apologise for thinking you might be a bot. We are making a boomer cafe here. So see how I go. I am on a very low Sunday morning brain here today. So I'm going to get distracted a lot and mess up my words a lot. But hopefully in the end I can produce something pretty cool here. Got the music on shuffle there to keep us entertained. Chronic Sunday, mega Sunday brain. Mega. Oh, it's getting hot now too. Ooh. We'll have to get housemates to turn on the aircon if we can. Can you send some of your snow my way? Just a little blizzard in my room right now would be so cool. Just for a couple of seconds. Okay, to my housemate. This is how we communicate now. We live in the same house and we send text messages. Can you please turn on the air conditioner for me? There. Chronic sunburn brain. Okay, so before I start potting things out, I want to know, where do I want my counter? You could walk in and have it go this way. Have it be straight, have a corner counter. I'm not going to run the back wall because I have this beautiful window here, so I'm kind of seeing the chairs and tables over here already, so counters here or counters in the corner. Let's just get some counters. For this house, there are some obvious choices if you're familiar with the items. If we're going old school, this one for example. I'll show you what it can also look like. I'm using them on Silverden for their cafe in there. You struggle with deciding where to place items in the room. It takes, yeah, the more you do it, the easier it comes. When I started out, it was literally like, oh, let's just place things around the wall and see how that looks. And I mean, already you're getting the vibe that it looks like poo. It's poopy. But the more you just experiment, the more you start to realize what you can do. And then, of course, you know, watching what other people do, you're like, oh, that's a cool idea, I'll steal it. But I think it's mostly experimentation. Now I don't want them out there. There's too much height in them. This is the things that you start to sort of consider, as well as what's going to obscure the view of the tableau. Like, I see it less as if I'm there in real life, and more as what's it going to look like as a tableau. So, get back there. So I'm thinking that would be cool as back counters. I am going to, probably take out those windows actually. I'm going to put the counter in the center here. Let's move this. I'm not even sure I'm having that yet. Just get these out of my way. Clock. Where would a clock go? I'm not even sure if I'll have it. One thing at a time. Yeah, I'm going to ditch the windows. I don't know if you realize that can also be done in this game. I have windows over here, so I don't need these. Let's just do Sawyer and employer rhyme. I think you could hear that in my Aussie accent, or whatever accent I've seemed to have adopted for the day. Seems to be a mix of Kiwi, Australian, occasional British, and the occasional American R. Sawyer employer. Sawyer employer. See, now I'm Sawyer employer. Now I'm saying employer. Sawyer employer. Slightly different. The y is the same. Very Aussie y. Alright, so I'm going to pop these more central, which makes the wall behind look pretty cool. Get out of my way, guys. I'm making a cafe counter. And just to make me happy, I'm going to put that cappuccino machine in first up. What colour would work here? Black? Or white? Black maybe swallowed up. Maybe I just go straight. Ugh. I don't need to say why that sucks, do I? It just instantly sucked. Silver. It's a little incongruous for the space. But we gotta have it. Hey Boomer, I'm gonna make you a cup of coffee before we... Look at this. This is what Henry does for me every morning. I go to his house and he makes me coffee. Or he did before I completely ignored that island and started working on my other one. Tyler says, Alex, you talk like a bot. The introduction is, but no, I love random questions, but it does. You heard no distinction in my accent. Sawyer employ. Oi or. One's trying to say oi, which you think is an Aussie. Oi, oi. Oi, I'd be able to say. But no. Okay, back to decorating. I'm easily distracted today. Number 105, no, counting, 1,562 things I would change about Animal Crossing, capital letters, more counters. These suck. This is all we really have to work with, these. And because of that gap at the side, it can look like poo. You built a tower. Avalon, you built a tower. That's cool. How did you build a tower? I want to know how to build a tower. There's got to be something else I can use here. If you're from America, a lot of the words I say are going to sound British. I noticed that even when listening to Australian accents on American TV, I'll go, are they Australian or British? Even I can't tell at that point. Until they say some specific words, and it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely from Melbourne. Usually Melbourne, actors over there are from Melbourne. They have a different accent again. Okay, I don't like the black. Give me another counter, guys. Make it amazing. See, this is it. That one or that one. So I may have to improvise with something else. Are you Spanish, Costi Crahab? Hola. My son is learning Spanish. I've always wanted to. I haven't had the brain power to do it yet. I'm not streaming today. Oh, you're not streaming today. Oh, okay. Okay, so I think this is all I have to work with. I'm going to have to just try and make this work. So I want to hide... I need a bit more space. I want to hide the hollowness of it. I can either put it this way, which provides this annoying bit here. So no, I'm not going to do that. And see, this is where I start off with an idea and then I have to change it because it doesn't work. So I'm thinking to walk in and have a little bit of sort of a takeout section. If I want a corner cafe, then I'm going to pull this down. I can either chuck a plant here, which I might do actually, or oh, you feel that's what you have a Sultan. I hope you're okay. I hope you're going to be okay. Alex, these are fantastic questions. I'll try and answer them, but Don and Dawn are pronounced the same way. Don, Dawn. No, they're very different. Don, O, and Or. Dawn. Don and Dawn. Are you a real person? Is this a bot with AI? You're playing Halo 2. Wicked. Okay, sorry. Back to my thingy. So to put in here, we have a little, here it is, checkout counter, which looks really boring and white here, but if you go into it, you have this and this. Marble. Wood. Wood and wood. And then the boring office stuff. So sometimes I'll throw this in the corner of something like here, but it's not working. It works, as you can see, for these guys. It's beautiful. It's not working there, so I think my good handy dandy not a bot. I do love questions. I'm very distractible today though, so if I stop decorating, it's because I'm thinking about your question. Let's go back to okay. Reason I want to put that Tyler is secretly a cyborg. That's it. That's what was niggling at me all along. No, just kidding. Program to kill. Okay, so you can see why I chose the chef. I can't even say it. Schefflera. The green is very complementary to the brown. The basket gives me a little texture in the room, and I can disguise this corner just a little bit. In my accent, Don and Dawn are pronounced distinctly. Yes, Don, Dawn. Don and Dawn. Don and Dawn. Oh, yes, of course, because ots in American accents more Don, like the lengthening the vowels out to Don and Dawn. Yeah, they're going to sound the same. Like when you say daughter, it's like daughter, not daughter. Daughter. Everything is dar. You'll always pronounce R. Yes, this is true. I'm going to change this. This is the item he wanted, a little organ, which is super cool, but it needs to be this color. There we go. I'm going to show you. Oh, I've got a few people watching. Welcome in. Hello. People are here and not chatting. I just want to acknowledge your existence and say hi. Twitch won't acknowledge your existence if you don't chat, but I will. Look at this thing. I don't think it makes a noise though. It should. Do Mary, marry, and Mary. No, yeah, of course. The same thing with the long vowels in the American accent, right? Mary, Mary, Mary. Where we've got Mary, marry, and Mary. So we've got the at and the eh. Our vowel sounds are very short, except for Mary. Okay, so you can start to see the counter take shape. And of course, everything looks like pooty-doo until you start adding heaps of items in. I'm going to start doing that. Sometimes I'll move over and flesh out the kind of sketch, you'd call it, sketch of the room, and then add my items. But sometimes I like to do one bit at a time. Have you come in today, Alex, and gone, Australian accent? I must ask as many questions about pronunciations as possible. Yeah, the plant looks really cool. The texture of the beige wicker adds a little softness to those harsh counters. And of course the colour is really, the green looks wicked with the brown. Okay, so I'm coming down here to find cash register. If I scroll too fast through here, do let me know. I'm going to be putting a few plants in for some colour, but I'll add them a bit later on. The air in Mary is pronounced like air and air. Yes, at in marry is trap and Mary like bed. Absolutely. This is true. Now we're in retro, so I'm going to go for the antique cash register in probably, I think the copper may be a bit red. That would be a little annoying. Phonetics lesson, accents. If you're going to be an actor and you want to learn Australian accents, come here today. Okay, I may not be able to use this. The colours aren't matching. This is the problem you'll get in this game, is the colours you want to use don't match. They'll look like pooty-doo and you'll have to try and think of something else. So we'll just have to go with the modern register. Now, do I place it down here at the takeaway sort of counter? Yeah, let's get it out of the way. I was way too eye-drawing in the centre of the room there. And I'm going to add one thing which is essential to all cafes before we move on. And anyone who knows me even a little bit is going to know what I'm reaching for. Cookies! Chocolate chip, no less. I'm going to have cookies. Do I place them? Usually I place them on the counter, but that glass jar is very eye-catching. It's very light white. So I can sort of disguise it back here a little more, maybe here. Croissant! Croissants! Croissant. I love croissants. Croissants don't love me, but I love croissants. Chocolate croissant. Oh, rocking out. This, if you keep going to, what's his name? Brewster. He'll give you this. It's too bright for this room, which is why I've pulled out the analog coffee grinder here. Sometimes I like to put milk up next to the counter. In this case, I think a bag of coffee beans is going to work for the aesthetic. Nutella and croissants. My son, McPigeon Milk, he would totally agree with you. Green. I mean, obviously I'm going with decaf. It's got a brown label. That could work for colour. But then green is also working to add a little colour pop to the room. What I'll do is I'll add both and then I can make a decision later which one looks better. Oink. Brewster's Magical Milk and Coffee. This is where he got his name from. My son's nickname is Pigeon, which is where I get my name from. He used to be known as Piggin, and I'd go in and annoy his Discord all the time. And I got dubbed Mama Piggin. So that's it. For now on, I am Mama Piggin. And he wanted a new name, and he's like, McPigeon Nugget. And I'm like, because I play this game all the time, I'm like, well, of course it has to be McPigeon Milk, you know, in honour of Brewster. And that was it. He's McPigeon Milk from now on. Of course, if we know what pigeon milk really is, it's a definite ew. No, I don't want it in my coffee. But I'll say yes to Brewster, because Brewster. I assume it's milk. Served by a pigeon. Okay. I only allowed 4 items back here. It's a bit... but... Oh, how could I forget? We're in a cafe. I need... I've got to find it. Is it with the kitchen stuff? No. I need a dessert case. I just can't remember where they put it. Down here. Ice cream, dessert. This is the other cool thing. If you haven't played the game a lot, watching me play this, you're going to see all the items that exist. Dessert case. There. A pink cake, chocolate cake. Are they chocolate donuts? Are they croissants or pies? My eyes can't see it. It's too little and it's a bit shiny. That's cool. We have cake. Okay. Other things to go on the counter. Let me go up to the kitchen section. We're not really making sandwiches here. I don't need cutting boards. Oh, old school siphon. This is another... That's awesome for the area. Just where am I going to put it? That is another item that Brewster gives you. Maybe I can go to the log. put it on top of this counter somewhere, because this does go with the aesthetic. Maybe I can sneak it across to here, or does that look dumb? I love that item. I don't know if I love where I put it, but I'll leave it there for the moment and come back to it later. My bestie, one of my besties in Australia, obsessed with Halo. Has been for a very long time. I was considering, yeah, no, that's a no. Silver or gold? We've got to have our pitcher of water for a cafe that the clients can get themselves. So I'll probably put that on an antique table. Spice rack I don't need. We're just serving coffee and cake. Speaking of which, coffee, this we do need. Sugar on an antique tray. The silver tray might look better for the aesthetic. Let's have a look. Where'd the silver tray go? Yeah, that's better. The white was too bright. So you can start to see, Tyler, where my brain starts to work with this stuff. You know, it's like, does that color draw too much attention away from the focus of where I want my eye to go? Does it keep to the aesthetic that I'm vibing with? Yeah, all of this stuff. Okay, I haven't figured out where to put my handy dandy music player yet. I've got, this guy needs a home, so I'll bring its home in. Super scroll up. If that does people's heads in to scroll so fast, let me know, I'll slow it down. I don't want to cause seizures. Perfect retro vibe. The antique collection, such as this clock, this table, and I thought that would be really cool to have here for my pitcher of water. Still haven't figured out where to put my antique radio yet, but it's there for aesthetic somewhere. And he wants, so it looks like he wants a little museum in his cafe for these things. So they need a pride of place, don't they? Coming back to these, I probably should have thought of that earlier. I'll let my brain sit on it while I put a rug down here. I want more rugs in this game. Number 3642. Things I would change about Animal Crossing, capital letters. That thing in the middle of the road. This thing. I won't have room for tables and chairs if I do that, but it could be a good idea. I'll slot it into my brain for later. Lacy rug is going to be epic in this room. This is the thing, the more you play, the more you start to know which items go well together and actually what you have to select. And when I first started playing, I was just scrolling through these lists going, what might work? I love this too. This is one of my favorites. I use this a lot of places. So I'll choose between these two to put under my coffee tables and chairs. What was I doing again? I was looking for a rug for the kitchen area. These are all the rugs that are available in the game, whether you've crafted them or obtained them. I may not find a rug I like. Because I don't think they have anything that's nice behind there. Sometimes I like putting a bit of a stone aesthetic, but get out of my way, cup. That could actually be really cool. It doesn't fit, of course. But maybe. Oh, is it just because I like that rug that I'm liking the look of it? It doesn't go. I just love that rug. They don't have a lot in the way of tiles, just wooden decks, etc. You like the stone slab? So it did look good. It wasn't just that I love that. I love that rug. It would be great if they had this without the blue edge, because that like makes sense behind a kitchen counter, not for this place. I'll go back to the... I should show up in my log. There it is. It's just not quite wide enough. I wish they had an edge around here too. But yeah, we'll probably work with that. The other option, I think I showed you this the other day, Tyler. I only learnt this recently. I was like the whole frigging time. I don't have very good custom designs on this one. And another option is this one. You can place, don't do place on floor, go to display here and then tile mat. Ta-da! That's very bright. I'm not going to use it, but just to show you what you can do. You can move around, smash out your ZR button, and often I can make my bathroom and kitchen floors out of these tiles. I just had to go searching for some better ones. Can't wait for the next Animal Crossing. The animals keep crossing. That's hilarious. Before I knew what this game was, I just saw these bridges with animals crossing over it. I was like, what? Is that how you bring villagers to your island? They cross this big bridge to get to your island? The animals never stop crossing. Especially the cranky villagers. Get it? Cross cranky. No, I give up. Sorry. Sunday morning. That's right, I was putting that over there. Okay, I agree, Krusty Krab. Those stone tiles, they can stay. I just need to cover this with something so that you can't see the edge of it. I wasn't sure the grey, but yeah, okay, it's cool. Alright, museum area makes sense. Da, 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 da. Either back corner or front corner. I do want to have space for the tables and chairs. If he's doing takeaway coffees, I need two things. My brain went from there to somewhere else. If I scroll down here, I'm pretty sure I have a coffee cup. Which is it? There's some boba teas. We were discussing boba tea earlier. Animal Crossing, let's go to the moon. See, they should talk to us. We have these ideas. Animal Crossing on the moon. They do have moon decor. Okay, take away coffee cup. There we go. And then. That needs... Wait, where are you? It's right in front of me. I'm sure you guys can see it way faster than my eyes. I'm working on a very large screen. Animal Crossing on the big screen. Animal Crossing the multiverse. Yes. Or I've got the like Doctor Strange, the quantum verse. Okay, so people are waiting for their coffees on little counter chairs. I need, I don't think I've got the good space. It needs a little plant in the corner if I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll just, there we go. I was looking at those stairs for some reason thinking that was where it ended. Plants, scroll down. I still get lost in here after all this time. But I kind of know where things are. There they are. I want more plants too. It can't be a big plant like the Chef Lorette. Coffee plant? It is a cafe. I love the dark green. Yeah, these guys are going to be a bit leafy for that corner. Though I think I want to pull them out. And if I do... Is that too light? About to find out. That's Elno. Elno? Ah, yeah, I was leaving off the H. There we go. That's what my brain was trying to do. I did say my cussing was going to be, my attempts at not cussing were going to be interesting today. That's a cool vibe. So I love using the wicker to add texture to a room. A lot of people overdo texture in this game. If I see another wheat field, I'm going to cry. No, the wheat fields can look really cool, but people use them for texture in the most weirdest of spots. I'm like, okay, there's a wheat field there. Oh, KK Metal's playing. Metal in the house. It's like, it's not really Metallica inspired, is it? It's a bit more speed metal. Now I don't know who this is inspired by. It's kind of Metallica-ish. Surely it's got to be inspired by Metallica. I love trying to figure out which bands or song the particular songs have been inspired by. Music on this game's epic. I thought you were calling me shady, Krusty Krab. I was like, how did you know? Oh, coffee plants. That is one of the items. So you've got the Sable cookie today in your game. The next time you visit him and he stops you, it'll probably be about 3 or 4 more visits. He's going to give you one of those. No, sorry, I lie. He's going to give you the coffee beans, and then he gives you the coffee plant. So that, I think, grows beans, and you'll see them in his cafe. If you go in there, you'll go, oh, those, that's what that is. Once you've got one, you can buy that one in your Nook shopping. Same with the beans. But these items, the grinders and the siphon, you only get one. That's it. So look after it preciously. And your Brewster gyroid that you get at the very end, look after it. It is precious. You only get one per user on the island. You'll take Brewster's beans. The buff pigeon. That's right. We got a crush on Brewster, don't we? We'll take his beans and his buff chest any day of the week. I'm going to change the colour of that. It's too yellow for the area. Oh, shady. What are you talking about? I was actually wondering how I was going to go keeping a PG stream. So the first videos I put the content warnings, but then Twitch's content warning said it was significant vulgarity and profanity, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. This is Animal Crossing, not Mario Kart. So I took it off and I just decided to try and go a bit more PG so I don't get censored. But it's tough. My brain is... You don't want to know what my brain's like. Okay, let's... Back to what I'm doing here. So I wanted... Did I decide I like... Yeah, I like that. How cool do they look together, these three? There are so many items that do not look cool. This is the challenge of this game, but occasionally you'll find things that are just made for each other. So that's obviously not where I'm going to put that. I'm still gone back to this problem now. Where am I going to put the museum pieces? At the back wall kind of just looks a bit obvious and naff. I'll just put this coffee on the table and I'm going to change it to floral, because the green's looking good as an accent colour in this room. Yeah, let's give it flowers. Now if I'm going to make the museum corner, I need it to be framed somehow, so that's usually where a rug comes in. I am going to shift the picture to Takeout Corner. Has a name now. Takeout Corner. Ah, now this is the song I want in this cafe. Ah, I forget. I think it's KK Swing. These are the vibes. I'll keep it playing when I'm finished. But if I keep it playing for the duration of this, you guys are going to want to bleed your ears out with knitting needles, so I won't do it to you now. 25 followers! Yee! Congratulations, Krusty Krab! I got affiliate the other week, but I can't do it yet because I'm having problems getting my ID because of differently abledness. But once that's done... Oh, your poor stomach, no. Do you know what? What Tyler was saying, it can be anxiety, it can be a bug, but either way, those muscles are gonna be like, yeah, pulling tight. So any kind of like breathing to relax out and stretch out your stomach if you can. Get a massage. It's just to help those muscles can really help to take away the queasy. Oh, that's a weird song coming on. Alright, so I'm gonna frame these. I wish I could put them on a kind of a stage. Ah. My other character has a cool stage. Custom tile, but this one, I don't think this one does, so I'm gonna have to rely on a rug. I do hope you're feeling better, Stone Crusty Crab. This is never fun to have a squeezy tummy. Nausea's the worst feeling. Oh, I'm gonna change that song because that's just like de-vibing me. KK Judge, no wonder. Give some disco. No. Ugh. How about I choose the music and then I'll just change it when we get sick of it. This is one of my favourite bits about getting to 30 houses once you get the music festival. Dance moves. The human body continues to fail you. No, it is giving you messages. It needs things. Our bodies do the best they can. Oh. Says mine, who is broken, sitting in a chair every day, but you know, we work with it. Dance moves. Surprise, I got distracted again. Okay, I was doing rugs. Da, 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 da. Sea shanty rug looks so cool and so horrible at the same time. Most of them love it. Look at him trying to collab. I'm not going to use it for this. It's the rug that's in Captain Red's ship. This is my favourite song too, Tyler. 100 Days of Animal Crossing. He'd better be streaming tomorrow. What am I going to have breakfast to? I just been joyful waking up to a cup of tea in the Tyler stream. Every day. How does your voice cope? Alright, so rugs. Oh, shall I use the... If only that could be bigger with an edge all around it. That would be so cool for that area. Da 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 da. If I was sitting up properly, I could probably make that sound a bit better. Oh. Every cafe, especially a brown one, needs a cafe mat. There we go. Now it's starting to flesh out a little bit. We're getting vibes. Roof items is what this place desperately needs. I'll get to this. Sometimes I forget time zones exist. Yes. I asked someone to get in the game, but it's 3 AM. This is really hard for we Aussie people. Most of our favourite streamers are streaming when we're fast asleep. I follow a lot of you guys and I really want to catch your streams, but I'm asleep. It does make me cry. Or like now, if you guys are watching me, it's probably pretty late for you. Okay, so base mat for the museum pieces. This is my favourite rug. It looks so cool. I'm just going to pull it out because it looks cool. Not because it goes there. Tree stump rug. Nope, too orange. Hardcore Piggin fans! Put matchsticks in the eyes. Chill with the Animal Crossing vibes. So we're on disco vibes with this song. This isn't pirate rug. Would that work in that corner? I mean, it's a treasure map, but it's got that antique rug vibe and I love it. I love it so much I just went British. I love it. I love it. Mama thuggin'. Living the mama thug life? Is that what we're doing? just don't like them against the wall. I feel like that's just pretty crappy. Some things go against the wall. How can I make this awesome? What I might do is bring in the handy dandy pillars and stuff. See if I can do something cool with them. Haven't used them as yet in this room. That's not very woody. As soon as I go dark, I lose the wood. It's too smooth. I mean, it's there, but it's... Let's try brick. So if you haven't figured this out yet, Tyler, these are the cool things you get to use in 2 red. Maybe in your own house on your own island once you've unlocked them. So I'm like trying to speed run this through on my other islands so I can bring them into the cafe there. So I didn't like the brick, the color was too red. Marble? Marble, marble, marble? Let me come have a look. How would the marble look? I think it's just going to have to be the... Okay, it's going to have to be the original one. Go back to log, it'll be there. There. It's log, it's better than wood, it's good. Is anyone are anyone Ren and Stimpy fans here? I love that show. Yes, you do need them, Tyler. Yes, and the counters. See, such this out. I'll show you. We have different counters. This size, you can do little TV cabinets with these. So you can say put a couple of the low ones down across each other, a pillar either side. Put a TV. Actually, you can't put a big TV on it. You can put a little TV. Things like that. Yes, they are must-haves. And now, because I need some levels around here, I'm going to use them to do that. I was sitting here going, what can I do? How could I forget these existed? This might be too smooth for me, but we'll see. It's not going to fit. Let me know when you want me to switch up the song, if we're still vibing. Don't always work how I want them to. I may have to lose a corner of the room. Maybe. Don't know till I try. No, that sucks. I hate it. Ugh. Does he work better there? Now he's got a little groove to sit in. Too close. Can I change that? No, I cannot. I can! Is that a better colour? Yeah, I think it's too red, the other one. We'll go this one. I'm not loving the green, but it's less in your face. And it's more complementary. The green seems to be my complementary colour for this room. Totally a minor. Do you guys have no name brand in the land down under? No name brand. We have various no name brands. Each shop seems to own their own. So we have a huge chain name such as Kmart, and that'll have its own brand name as Unco. Or we have our supermarkets, Coles and Woolies, and they have their own little brands. And then we have just the generic ones. What were they called? Black and Gold or something like that. But as a brand, it just is called No Name. We don't have that one. Okay, yeah, I really like the green. Really brings it out. I haven't checked out the lighting for this room. Warm? No, I like that one. In fact, I can change that. Let me go. I can do all this weird stuff, which I don't usually because it changes the colour too much, but I can pull this down a little if I'm not liking how bright it is. There we go. There's a little company, literal company up here called No Name. I think I've heard about it on TV. I'm gonna do a little step down here to And then this would be a cool place perhaps for some plants, or if there's some more antique items. If I go to miscellaneous, it'll show me what we've got. What draws your attention to no name brand? Totally a minor. Are you eating something of a no name brand variety? Is it your meh? Is it disgusting? Krusty Krab, is that why your tummy's sore? Oh, it's so hot here. Throw me some of your snow my way. Whew. I wonder if my housemate got there. Can you please turn on the aircon? Text message from earlier. I'm thinking not. He's out cleaning in the kitchen. That might be why. Oh my lordy. It's Sweat City. I'm gonna lose 3 liters of fluids if he doesn't hurry and save me from...
Hey.
Hello housemates. Can you please turn on the air conditioning for me?
Already have.
Oh, can we please turn it on higher in my room?
Alright.
Thank you. Okay, bless housemates, cotton socks. I'm getting cooked into a baked good, a croissant. No brand spaghetti gets you. Ah, my favourite were the no brand, not no brand, you know, my equivalent of no brand, Maggi noodle style of thing when I was younger, the chicken noodles. They were epic. I had to stop eating them because I just dip out in energy from them, but so yummy. No brand spaghetti. These days I've been eating organic spaghetti made of amaranth, quinoa and brown rice, and it's been delicious, and it's allowed me to eat spaghetti again, because there's not much better than a spaghetti bolognese. Oh, bolognese, we call it spaghetti bog, spag bob down here. It sounds so appetizing. A good spag bog, super appetizing. Who doesn't want a spag bog for dinner? I'm thinking this cozy teapot has to go somewhere in this cafe. I could be wrong, but I still got to do them out upstairs, don't I? You call it spag bog there too? Ah, cool. So it's not just us. It's not our weirdness alone. I better get going because I got to do is upstairs. Upstairs might have to be part 2. Okay, so I'm in food. That's not going to help me to see if we have little antique items to place on that shelf. No siree. Light. It needs light in that corner. Obviously this in brown. Get rid of that horrible century-old fabric. Ugh. White. Now he likes brown and beige, so I think he's actually going to really like that lamp, but let's see if I like something better. Oh, pretty. I'll go for white. Oh, he doesn't view that as brown and beige. Okay, I do. Is that lamp okay? You know what? I don't love it. I'll put it here in case I might find something better. More lamps! Animal Crossing. We need more lamps. No. Somewhere, but not there. Do we have Lucozade? Yes, we do. When I had my first job, I used to drink Lucozade because I believed it gave energy. If you're not tolerant to sugar, it does the opposite. But yeah, we have Lucozade. We've had Lucozade here for a long time. Oil lamp. What thinketh? Oil lamp in the corner? No, it's too little, isn't it? Do I need to go back to this one and just bring... Oh! The reason I'm not liking this lamp, if anyone wants to know, is the white is too eye-drawing away from these items. So maybe all I need to do is change the shade. Back to green. As much as it's a bit floral, it still probably works with this room better than anything else. Yeah, that's done it. So there's some design ideas. If it's drawing the eye, change it so it blends into the rest of the colours of the room. The only energy drink besides Mountain Dew that you can tolerate. Mountain Dew, we have Mountain Dew as well. Mountain Dew and Lucozade. I have. Thank you. Yeah, this is the pirate rug. It's staying. It totally looks good there. I love it. I have to drink decaf tea. Me and caffeine are not friends in a coffee or tea form, but then I'll throw ground organic guarana into it, it gives me a nice sustained buzz. That keeps me going well. It's like my brain works a bit better. Though I can only do so much today. Today it's struggling to work for me. Okay, so what? I'm trying to think of something that would go nice on my little step down that again won't draw the eye too much away from these, but will still add a little, fill it out, fill that corner out a little bit more. I could put a phonograph as a, and just turn it off, just as another museum piece. It's very bright though. Not there. If I'm gonna bring that, it's too bright, it's too yellow. Too yellow. This is a very dull room in colour. It's not dull. I hope it's not boring. Violin. What's his hobby? Fitness. It's funny when they choose themes that have nothing to do with their hobbies. You got fake Joy-Cons, but they had the data of the Animal Crossing ones, so you got the Animal Switch in-game. Yeah, cool. Awesome, Tyler, that is what I'm going for. 1940s pre-World War II era. That is exactly the vibe I'm going for. Which is why I need a bit of a swing song. Actually, it is time to change that music, isn't it? It's starting to drive me crazy as much as I love it. I'll show you the swing. No. Is this one? No. I do love this one. Da, 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 da. That would be a dun, 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 dun. That would be appropriate. Cruising, I'll put cruising on. I'll show you the song I want for this cafe if I can find it. Can't find it. I'm looking for KK Swing. There's cruising. I'll put it on in just a sec. Where's swing, 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 swing. Swing, swing, swing. So many things, there it is. Is that the one I want? Yeah, I reckon this would be cool for this vibe. There we go. Cruising. Appropriate dance hope move. Back to my problem of filling out this corner. Yeah, parent song swing, definitely. I think it would help me if I feel better about this corner if I put something on the wall. Don't have a lot of wall items. That will drive you crazy. I promise you it will. Da, da, da. I give everyone an air conditioner. Assume they're in the tropics, they're gonna need it. That looks terrible. It has to be silver. There. Plant. I was thinking a picture of some variety. No, 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 no. Castle, perhaps? That brown is a bit... Okay, obviously I've X-nayed that one. If I go down here, got all the artworks I could choose from. I think they might work better in this corner. Just have to pick which one. Their frames leave a little to be desired. I'm considering either this one or this one. That might look good. Again, it's the green. Oh, it's very little, but it's got the green, the leafy green that may look really cool. Just push it across. No, it was good where it was. Does it need to be there? Nope. So we've got a little old style museum corner starting to happen a little bit. Da-da, da-da, da-da-da, da-da. This is the favourite song of the villager Jay when he's in Happy Paradise. The little bluebird jock is very cool. I have a potential idea if we're going old world stuff. No, don't like it. Just don't know till you try. Pirate map. Antique globe. Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference for all you Nine-Nine fans out there. My antique globe collections. It's going to be too large for that spot. I am not seeing anything I want there. Libra scale? You remember when they filmed the Universal logo? You've lost me. What are we talking about? That could look good, but it's again too yellow. I want it to be a little lost in obscurity down there in that corner. I might just put a little plant. Seeing the huge letters in the sky was crazy. Did they do? I'm not sure if I know what. I'm thinking Universal logo when they come over the planet with the sunrise. I don't remember huge letters in the sky. Maybe we didn't get that down here, or I'm just not remembering what you're telling me. Bugs, 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 bugs. Pot. Pots. Pots, pots, pots. When Australia was invented. Oh, our poor country. Our poor country. Okay, there we go. I don't love it, but I'm not hating it as much as all the others. It's not as bright a yellow. I'm gonna pull this out to here and put a tiny, nope, that's only half a grid. Nope, it's one grid. I'll put a little plant. Dun, 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 dun. Perhaps a yucca. Brown. There you go. So you start to see what my brain had inside it. A little bit of a museum corner. It needs a light above it. So does the cap. So does everything. More lights. Number 400,652. Things I've changed about Animal Crossing. Capital letters. More lights. These are my favorite. And of course, where is it? It's Scapon. Well, for the purposes of, oh, does that look cool in the cafe area today? I know about esports, hell yeah, and how players get paid professionally, like Counter-Strike. This is why I find all my favourite songs from the little Counter-Strike clips that are out there. They put the most epic music to that. They should make Animal Crossing an esport. I'd definitely have to load up on my caffeine for that, wouldn't I? Animal Crossing is esport, cheering it on. Cozy game cheering. I've segued again because I'm thinking a chandelier could look so cool in here. I think he'd look after his cafe. I don't think he'd let it go rusty. If there was a brown one, I'd definitely do it. I'll try for gold, but it may be too gold. He likes it. I'll leave it for now. I was over here. I'm over here. I'm looking for a light for this corner. This is the only one that sort of matches the vibes, but it's too little. I want a larger one. I might be able to get around that with doing a wall sconce with that as well. I wish there was more. I really do. You can change colour. What does the yellow one look like? Oh, yes. Okay, it's fleshing out. We're good. And just perhaps, I'll probably hate this, but I'm going to try it. Wait, where is it? Does this have a yellow? No, the yellow is green. Again, I don't like the damaged look, but well, you like the wall sconce. I might just make that white. Another white might be too white. Don't know till I try. Whoop! Wrong lever cronk. White or damaged? I think white. I just have to move it. Okay, so now my museum corner is lit up. That is excellent. Yep. Okay, it actually kind of looks like it is something. I might put a tiny little poster up here again. It is all coming together. Yeah. That's it. The thing, like, you can start out as a sketch. I just see it as a sketch. And it's like any artist who's doing a work. If you look at it when they're starting out, it can look like a piece of poo and you're like, oh yeah, that's just pretty basic. But the more they add their layers, and then you're like, oh, I see where you're going there. And it starts to turn out to look pretty cool. And that's what I hope to do here. I find here, the more I start adding students and adding, oops, that's what, adding shiitake mushrooms and adding shiitake mushrooms, the more it starts to come together. Little painting, which one? I can't see it. This one's the real one. I've been learning which ones are real and fake, and they're giving me both of them a lot of the time. I think, oh, this one or this one? I might have a bit of, I'm gonna know if I find it. It might be too blue. Yeah, too blue, too white. Let's try this. Programming LG. Too big. I just want a little one. Give me a little picture. Little picture. Too blue. It draws the eye too much. I want it to complement and fade into the background. I may not have much luck in finding a picture there for that spot. I don't know which one's real and which one's fake. The real one was to the right and the other one is too hard to see on that. It's too little. My blips are still coming through. I did turn them down. Pigeon milk! I just segued to see what you popped up in the Discord there. Brilliant! I love it. I love it, I love it. Okay, so that's a better size and the black is okay. Let's have a look. Boomer at Art Corner. There's your little museum corner. Okay, sweet. If it's not too much lighting. Chairs and tables. I had to pull a fridge in. That'll hide that corner. It's gotta be time for a drink. I hope everyone here is hydrating. I'm about to just take a... Oh! I didn't fart. It's my drink. It's fizzy. I've been wondering what happens if anyone hears me toot on stream. Do I own it proudly or do I just pretend it was the dog? A liter of water, nice. Who sharted? Sharted is one of my favourite terms ever. I only heard this 2 years ago. What was it? Shatums as well. You fart shatums. I can lose me for a minute now. Shatums. The fart shatums. I have to choose a fridge. Too modern. Do I go black or silver? Or brown? Black, silver, or brown? Not silver. Possibly black. Yeah, I'm thinking black. Brown will look too brown. Yeah. Black fridge it is. No stickers. Okay. We've got to have somewhere to keep the milk, right? Now, did I like those green beans or the black ones? I'm going to go with the green. Oh, I can put something on that fridge. A plant, since I seem to be going with a leafy green theme. Am I in the right spot? I am. Wait. No. The retro fridges from the 50s. Yeah. No, they don't have those. They only have the 2 fridges and a mini fridge and a freezer. But with the amount of retro stuff they have in the game, you'd think it would be here. It should by rights be here. Okay, flowers. They don't have enough flowers either. It's really annoying. Plants. A little succulent perhaps? I'll leave it there for now. I may change it. I may hate it. I may decide to hate it. Why is it our brains have to say okay when they get thinky? I need to figure out where I'm going to put my cafe tables. If I want a table just sticking with the lounge vibes. I'm going with the 90s, 40s. Lounge booths are cool. Do I still want the clock? I'm not going to have that too black. I'm not loving the reddish color of that brown. Black clock. Me too. I would spend all day at this cafe. I'm just gonna hide the clock over here because I don't know whether I'm gonna use it or not. So it's time to flesh out where people sit. Now we could do the standard booth style, especially with pillars and stuff. I could actually make. I like to make sure I put the tables. Now it makes sense here for the eye. But the villagers can't sit at the chair, and it's important to me they can. So I always center them more on the rug. Do I make some booths? Don't know till I try. That was the wrong lever. Why didn't have that lever? It's not gonna let me turn it because the chandelier's in the way. I'm just gonna try this. I may hate it, I may change it. It'd be so cool to have chairs that face each other in the booth, but I don't have space for that. And then a couple of tables here. Oops. That little screech in that song though. Ta-da. And the pillars too. This is when Paradise gets way more fun, when you can start to muck around with walls. Da, da, da. If I'm gonna do that, it makes more sense for me to turn this around. How would I do that? Okay, da, 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 da. So you can spend all this time working on something and then go, nope, I'm changing it now. I may not need that pillar. Ba, 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 ba. I've obviously decided I like the booths and they're there to stay, so I need to adjust my little museum accordingly. Have I missed anything? Lights still work? What'd you say, Tyler? You're a bit jealous that I'm able to do that? What, with the pillars and the walls? I'll give you an idea to get them as fast as you can. If you go to Happy Paradise and you choose a home and they have the three, if they have the three little containers they want, if you just open them, tell them you're finished, they'll accept that. They'll go, this is an amazing house, thank you so very, very much. And you can speed run the whole game just doing that and get your unlocks. Then you can go back and speak to the villager, get the little monkey to take you out there, ask for a remodel, and you can do the house properly. And that's what I'm kind of doing on my Silverton Island right now, except I can't just leave them with the 3 items. I have to put out a couple other things, but I am essentially speed running. And if I want to, I'll go back and make their places better later on. But yeah, I want this stuff on Silverton, so I am doing that. Yeah, get all your unlocks, go back, do it later. When you go back to visit them and you've done their house, they're going to give you rugs and walls and floors. It's another way to get your items. But they say it's random. But in my experience, if I've done a house like this, they'll always give me a rug. But while I'm speed running in Silverton, I've never got one. So I think it does depend on how much work you put in as to whether or not they gift you when you go and visit them. Mama Piggin disappears whenever I take my meds. I wish I was real. I'm real, I promise I'm here. I'm questioning my existence now. Is this all a dream? It's the Matrix, right? We're in the Matrix. Shall I put up some Da Vinci and Van Gogh here, or do I come back to the good old, it's up here somewhere, fancy frames? I don't think I like the fancy frames there. It definitely needs some pictures in there though. The wall is very dark and drab and dreary. I love it. A purple bag, ferret, snake, dragon on a Star Wars with a backwards Star Wars t-shirt. I've got on backwards. That is a purple. I have a purple cat dragon. Purple cat dragon with no arms right now. That is a style of art that my son drew called a bean. It's a Mama Piggin bean. I love it. He is going to actually do me another model one of these days. It'll move around a little bit, which will be cool. But yeah, that is my cat dragon bean. The dog is real. The dog is real. I wish I looked like the cat dragon bean. Though I'd want arms. No, I wasn't going to use those. They weren't working on the pillars, were they? So I need to use the old style art. I can probably get away with a bit bigger in these spaces. Sometimes the old style art looks a bit dull. Oh, did you ever hear that squeak? That was my dog. He did a squeak yawn. Van Gogh. I mean, it's a cafe. Van Goghs and cafes are kind of synonymous, right? It is Van Gogh, not Van Gogh, right? For years I had this confused. I could still be getting it wrong. I don't love the blues and yellows, but I do want to brighten up the corner, and that does that. Every single booth needs a light. And, oops, this is a coffee and cake counter after all. I need cake. This is why you cook. Then you have all your cooking available in your DLC once you unlock 14 houses. Pretty sure. Where's my cake? Here they are. What cake should we go with? Tarts? Scones? Plain scone. Anyone else Captain Holt fans here? A plain scone and antique globes. That'd be his kind of cafe. If it was me, I'd want the big ass apple pie all to myself. Sorry, big buttocks. Kind of liking plain scones for the vibes, or the brown sugar cupcakes. No, I think plain scones. It would just be just nice and cute and simple for the table. Aren't they cute? They need jam and cream. Okay, so we have booths, we have a museum corner. Have I squished my museum corner too much, or is it alright? This is sticking out too far. I'm gonna have to swap them. Go come back and check the tableau. Obviously the photo for this is gonna be more like this. Clock. Clock, clock, clock. Do I still want you? I haven't decided. Okay, so finding some little tables and chairs that will go. Do we like the booths, or is it too obscure? I'm a fan of booths in a cafe. I like to be a little private and be able to hear the conversation with my bestie that I'm having coffee with. What's it like in cafes in the US right now? Because over here, every cafe has the music up at 300,000 decibels. The kitchens are open windows, so you have the noise from the kitchen to contend with, and everybody is yelling to try and be heard. So then you have that noise to contend with, and it's horrible. I don't want to be there anymore. Cafes used to be my favorite place to be. This cafe is not going to be like that. And obviously people aren't as bothered by it as I am, because they still go. It must be late. You're going to go and try and get some rest and rest that tom-tom. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, that's okay. You want to watch the VOD later and go to the end of it. You'll see how this ends up. Bye for now. Good game, Louis. Chairs and tables. I was looking for tables. Because of the space, I can only use a little table. And for this vibe, it's definitely going to have to be... So old style, right? So tablecloths. I need to be able to walk around, so I'm going to have to be creative where I put my chairs. I think you want at least 2 little tables, but this is going to be a squish. I'm getting rid of that. I don't like that after all. Try to remember that I've placed things around the plate, around the room. I don't like that there. Sometimes I like to keep just some counter bare. Otherwise it's just, yeah, too gridded. It takes away from the natural feel of the place. But I've got to give him a coffee cup somewhere, don't I? This is the one he wanted. If I remodel, you can take it away and they don't care. But at the start, they must have their items. Do we need more cake on this table? I think so. Just because cake. Maybe a tart. Mixed fruits tart. Apple tart. So I suspected 2 yellow. I have to color code the food. Pear tart looks okay, I think. I hope everyone likes pears. Oh, thank you. You just learn it as you play the game. It's funny you say that. My sister's an interior designer. She's mad with color. She can tell. You know, if you put a color next to another color, it will change that color. She knows how that's going to happen before it happens. It's absolutely nuts. I can't do that. I'm going to do the chair problem later. I think the clock is going to be a bit much. We need to put a plant next to this chair. See, now that's looking a little more cozy. But yeah, you're right, the detail is what makes it. You just add little bits of detail. The music has found a home. That looks balanced. I've got to work this out over here yet. I have no idea what I'm going to put here. I think plants would be too much. That would be the obvious go-to. What would work in that corner? This is where I just go back to here and have a see if I can get inspiration from his ideas. Oh, that's an X-nay. No. And then I do a scroll through here and go, something inspire me. Do some kind of bookcase. Antique table. It's very red. It'd have to be black. Because it's kind of a blackish brown, isn't it? It could work. I'll leave it there for now and I'll just scroll through and may get inspired elsewhere. It's got to be time to pee again. How are we going for time? Here we are. 20 past 12. Beds? No. Oh, potentially. Ah! That's in the way. Thought this would be amazing, but it's too big. It draws the eye a lot. Go back to my log and put back my console table. I feel like I want to segue and find those chairs first. I'm going to do that. Did I decide I like the teapot? Not for this room. That can go. I love the vintage store. Was that? Is that going to work anywhere? Nope, that can go. So start to narrow down what I'm choosing. Chairs. Yeah, that's the aim. That's my aim, to make it look like a real place. As much as I can with what they give me. I love cafes, so that's one of the reasons I chose this today too, because I don't want to work in one anymore. But I love going and hanging out, and I need pictures on that wall. That's a bare spot over there. How to make these chairs work? I think antique chair is the only one that's going to work in this room. Me too, Charlie Miner. Especially for Sundays. I want to go have a Sunday coffee. Now this has a green and brown chair that could work in this space. Don't know till I try. The wood is a little red. And you've probably noticed by now I'm trying to stay away from the reddish woods. Or I have a black antique chair which is a bit darker. It's hard to tell with them side by side. I'm going to move you over there so I can see. Nope, that's a definite no on that one. And a potential yes on this. It's got my complementary green color that I seem to have accidentally brought into the game. As far as the chair selection goes, it's maybe my only choice. Anything with arms, they're not going to be able to get into it in this space. Unless I side by side them on the table. You can see in the chair selection, maybe that one. Oh, I love that, but not with this cafe. I love that it's a cafe chair. Or do I want that? Hold on. I mean, it matches the wicker on the plants. It adds that little bit more texture. I'll have to take a chat vote. I'm siding with this one. I didn't like the red of that one. Chat vote. I'm like, chat vote, and I'm gonna just do it. The only way I can make this work though is to do this, and then they're just gonna be sitting straight onto the dessert cabinet, staring at the cakes. So in this little space, I can only sort of use a foregrid. Otherwise, they're not going to get in and on the chairs. I would ideally like to do, you know, this, but he's not going to be able to sit there. Should I just go, oh well, and do that for aesthetics and say he can sit in the booth? I normally don't. I normally make sure the villagers can use the space. But it doesn't make sense in this environment to not have them face each other. I want him to be able to walk around there. That's looking really cute. I think I like. Got my takeaway station. Okay, so to flesh this out a bit more, I need something on this table. Some things on the walls. So the sketch is starting to look a little bit more like a finished product. I am feeling a little more relaxed about the space. That's what Tyler said, hiring me as an interior designer. As long as it's in a, what's the word I'm trying to find? As long as the items I have to work with are Animal Crossing ones, yeah, I'll rock. Too bright, too big. Jolly painting. It's an odd painting. A lady made out of fruit, painted about 400 years ago. I learned this from Blathers. How educational is this museum? On a segue, if you want to go and peruse it, they teach you stuff. I didn't even know half these bugs existed. I don't know if I'm going to find a painting I like here. No. All the paintings, and I still don't have one I like. Mona Lisa, you got green on you. Maybe instead of a painting, because I'm not liking that at all, I'll just go the sconce. Give some light in that little takeaway corner, similar to what I've got in Museum Corner. I like to be a little symmetrical with lighting. But I also liked how I staggered that light with that painting, so maybe I just have to accept that it's not going to be symmetrical. What have they got here? Oh, I didn't think so. So yeah, the final stages are just fleshing out no, that sucks. Don't like it. Fleshing out the little empty spaces. I didn't like a mum's art piece, did I? It was too non-colour matchy. Too modern. Keys. A mobile. What is in the mobile? That could be cute. Oh. Ah! It gets away from me. Nope, that looks terrible. I do love it, but not there. Ah! This is retro-y, but very colourful as well. No! I definitely want this spot over here. That. You've got to clean up your cafe. We need light in this corner. I never did find something to cover up that, did I? So what I'm going to have to do, if I can handle that rug being out there, is do that. Details, details. Lots of details. I'm going to just change up the music. It's time to change the song. Vibe with a bit of KK jazz. Da, 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 da. I'm not gonna find a rug I like here. I just have to accept that, I think. Da, da, da. Or maybe. Yeah, that'll do. Don't think I'm gonna find a behind the wall photo for the cafe corner. I'm gonna try one more time and then I'm gonna give up on that little spot and go to the back corner, and this room is just about done. Da, 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 da. Macrame? I mean, that's like 70s retro, right? Ugh. No, 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 no. Sometimes you don't know till you try. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Do I play this a lot when I'm not streaming too? Yes. This is my like save my life game. Not to go too sad, I'll gloss over this. I got injured a couple of years ago and can't really leave my room. I'm a very high energy person, so that was a nightmare. How did I not think of this to put to the wall? And so this game gave me a bit of a life. It keeps me occupied, and I can like pretend I'm outside and have friends. So that's why I played so many hours, is I had those hours to play. Da, 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 da. No, that was good how it was. But yeah, I've been playing on the island Silverden when I'm not streaming, getting it ready for designing, And it was so hard not to cancel the plan of doing a happy home paradise today because I got all those new custom tiles, right, that I shared on the Discord, and I'm just itching to do my plaza and shop space and make it look good because it looks like a pile of poo. And I was so nearly just going to go, let's do that today. But I didn't. I promised happy home paradise on the weekend, and I'm delivering my promise. Thank you. Yes, Tyler, it does. It gives me something to look forward to, expresses my creativity, all of that, and I can pretend I'm outside because it's so sparkly. And this is actually the reason I started streaming, because I've been playing all by myself for so long, and I want to play with people. And exactly, I have you guys now, and I've never been happier. I've never been happier. Truly, true story. I cannot tell you how happy this makes me to share something you love with people who also like the same thing, and to have that community. And so far, I mean, I know people say this, you know, there are certain places that can be so toxic, but I've been so lucky, Podpok, that I've just found the most awesome community. I think you guys are the best. I'm looking for something, I forgot to explain what I'm doing. I'm looking for something to put on that antique table. It needs height. I've got the gold chandelier, so a golden candelabra would probably work here, so I need to go to lights. Adds that little light too. I think antique table only really lets you put one item on it before it hangs it over the edge a little. But I do want... It would be nice to put a plant on there too. I just have to get to the plants and choose which one would look really cool. I'm thinking white lilies. I'll just double check. It would be nice to have them to be one higher, one lower, but I might still... I haven't put lights up there. The lights would balance it. Don't usually put so many lights in a room, but we need at least 2 in the cafe. We've got the chandelier in the middle and 1 each for the things. Okay. It balances out because I've got so much at the bottom of the floor. You've got to have the ceiling items to just fill that empty space at the top. Okay, what are we thinking? How is this looking? I suspect this is a scooch. I need to pull this back a bit because it's not going to be able to fit in between them. But this is also starting to go into that booth, and if I was sitting at that booth, I'd be most disturbed by that. So I might just break my usual rules and just have one part where they can't get around. But he can walk through here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so one retro cafe, I'm thinking is starting to look pretty cool. Still feel like I want something on this wall. There's got to be some little plant. Oh, maybe a little floral swag. Wait. Little floral swag? Not there. It's directly under the light. I think might look a bit pooey. Yeah. Is it too much? Is it too much? Sometimes you need the space to be clear to draw the eye to where you want it to go. But it's still, you know what? I need something there, like a clock? Maybe? Pendulum clock is cool, but it can really reflect the light depending where you put it. Do we like the clock? Does it kind of work? It's too high up. Alright. I don't need to change the stairs. I could if I wanted to, but they're wood and they work. Yay, I'm so glad. Tyler's saying he's learned a lot this stream. That's a lot of the point, isn't it? Just to see how processes work, what items exist, what can be done. Flow those creativity juices. Something under the pot? No, it's fine. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm happy that I haven't done this upstairs yet, so I can't say woohoo, it's done. Unless I come back for a remodel, which I can do. I usually sort of end stream around 1 and take myself, I've learned I need a little lunch break and then come back to do stream part 2. So I'll do his upstairs and stream part 2. So maybe I can do that as a remodel so he gets to have a run around in here. 'Cause yeah, I believe I've remembered everything I want to put in. He's got music. Sometimes I forget the music and I'm like, no! I don't need anything on the back wall. It's ornate enough. It's beautiful. It's a feature of itself. I don't need to flesh out the walls too much because all the walls are quite featured. There we go. I'll just do a walkthrough, make sure I can get around everything. Da 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 da. Can play with my toys. Can sit and have a coffee. Sweet. How do I change that? I saw you change your clothes. I haven't paid much attention. There we are. I haven't done this enough. I like his jacket though. His jacket. Thank you, Tyler. You're still awake. You'll join me. I imagine that by that time, as it'd be when it's another 2 hours from now, 2.5, that you'll probably be asleep. But thank you for joining me this time. You can always catch the VODs if you're interested to see how I give him a studio apartment. I've been uploading them on YouTube if anyone wants to see them. It's mostly just it gives me a place to put them. Cardigan, he's a boomer. No, go back to his boomer jacket. I love it. He's a little pilot. Do I even want to change his clothes? I might give him a different hat. He is inside. Can I give him a different hat? How shall I dress this little sir? Shall we gender bend him? Okay, no, he comes with that. So he doesn't... It's going to be hard to put a hat on him. Let's see what jackets I've got, just in case there's one a little more appropriate. Shall he be the cafe person serving cafe? Maid fit. Don't we love Raymond in the maid outfit? Where's that? It's here somewhere. It's gotta be under Oh, I don't have the maid outfit. Oh wait. I know my alphabet. It's not apparent right now, but I do. They haven't given me the maid. I was gonna do it. Oh, hold on. MAI, MAG. Oh, I'm really failing on the brain. It's gotta be black and white, right? There you go. You look beautiful. Brilliant. And if I put him... He's a little small behind here, but he's going to pull out a coffee. Let's go talk to him. Hey, one retro cafe. Ta-da. What's up, human? He calls me human. If anyone's a Stargate fan and they know the character Braytak, he calls everyone human. It's fantastic. What's up, human? Or if you're a Ben 10 fan, human. I'm the best human. I did work hard. I've even been procrastinating needing to pee as usual. I guess watch him enjoy. See what angles they give me. Sometimes they're hilarious. Yeah, I'm all in orange. I'll take myself out of the photo. Oh, maybe I'll put myself in. I could have a coffee with him. It's an interesting angle. Thanks for that. Happy Paradise. I love the close-up textures. They look so amazing. So yes, I hope now after this everyone can agree that Happy Home Paradise begins after 30 houses. It does not end. Thank you, Boomer. You're so welcome. It's super cool, I'm cool, and I coordinated this stuff. Love how lazies talk. I'll agree with you, Tyler. Lazies are the best. Alright. Let's get myself into a spot where I can angle this photo. So a little bit to the front. Scooch it over. If I remember, I was going to... Boof! I can get myself out by hard pushing left toggle. I don't know what it's called. So I want to get those booths in, but I also want to get the cafe in. Ugh. Kind of want a front on shot too, because the tableau looks cool. I could do a couple of shots. I can do this one. That'll go into my switch file. But this is the one that Happy Home Paradise will keep for their advertising purposes. Don't like seeing the back of the counters. It's taken away. There we go. I can pull that down. I'm not the best photographer. I can make him, but angles for photography, that can get me a little bit. And Boomer, you're not in the shot. There you go. I'll pull that back up again. We need you there. That'll do. He's not interacting too much with the environment. Sometimes they go and play with everything. Okay, push the top right cross buttony thingy. Choose my photo. You've got to do that or you have to go back and do it again. Classic Coffee Cafe. Pick a photo for Happy Home Network. If you've got an account, you can upload these online and then people can actually come and physically visit your Happy Home Paradise islands and walk around them. How cool is that? So if you didn't know that, that is something very, very, very cool you can do. This DLC is like the best $30 I've ever spent in my life. And the game is huge. I can't sit down there and have a coffee, but we can go and sit. Yeah, see, this is what I usually never do that. But oh, I think I've earned my pear tart. Alright, Boomer, I'm going to head back and I'll come back and do your house so you got somewhere to shiitake mushroom and sleep. I'll come back and play. I just need some lunch, dude. Thank you. This is why I love this DLC. It is exactly what you said. It's a artist canvas. You get your item mediums and off you go. And look at this. 30,000 Poke per house when you get past a certain level of houses. I can't remember how many it is. But you start off with 6, go up to 9, 12, 15. Now I've got 3. I've got like millions of Poke. I don't even use them anymore. I remember at the start it was so hard to get enough money to... I'm finished for now. If anyone hasn't seen this part of the DLC, you have a shop. So keep talking to Wardell, keep buying his things. He gives you a shop. A very fleshed out shop. Thank you, Tyler. See you in the Discord and have a beautiful sleep. Look at the amount of things in the Happy Paradise shop. And the more houses you do, the more fleshed out this gets. The game does not end at 30 houses. It does not end at the concert. The concert comes back every 2 weeks. It's really cool. All the items. See, DLC is wicked. I'm not going to buy anything today. I'm going to go and pick up the DIY bottle, the message bottle that's on the beach. End stream and go for a pee and come back in a couple of hours. Love the music on this island. Da, 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 da. Just gives me that ukulele vibe. Sit back. Hakuna Matata island vibes. You guys get it. Da, da, da. I'm not gonna hula, I'm gonna... yeah, see? We're having fun. Look at them living their best life. Glowing moss forest wall. So I already have that, so I can give that to my other character, my other island. Jay, he's one of my dudes. Just here to chat, my little buddy. Oh, get it, dude. You do you. And home I go to get told off by... Oh, before I go, I should see what clothes are here. You can shop here for people who don't know this part of the DLC. You create shops and you can buy things in them. A toga, of course. Some sunglasses. Nothing today. I'm gonna go back to the island where all the villagers currently probably hate me for ignoring them for the past month. While I've been working on the other island. Run into a few trees on the way. Bye, little dude. Blowtorch is standing by. What is your flight plan, Toaster Oven? Going back to Irish tea. That is right. I'll go put myself in my little studio to chill out. And my voice actually held up for most of the stream. I was not sure how it's going to go. It is obviously very croaky today. But it held up. I made it. I'm a bit squished in this chair, so talking is a little difficult. So what do? Take up streaming. Yay! Laggy run. My little neighborhood. My bouncers. My door bitch looking after my... nightclub. I couldn't think of the word there for a second. Yeah, dude. Have a little dance. It's ready. Same thing. Da, 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 da. And taking Mama Pigga home for a rest. You've worked hard. Shall I chill the lights down a little for you? Too dark. Let's keep them up. Time for a coffee. Goodbye, everybody. Good night to everyone who's going to sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It really does make my day. I'm going to have a lunch and a pee and a break, and I'll be back to do Boomer's upstairs room in a couple of hours. If anyone can join me there, that'd be awesome. If not, catch the VOD, or I'll catch in Discord or next stream. Or your stream. All the places. Have a fabulous day, everybody. Bye for now.